Think starting an online business is too hard or impossible? Well, I'm here to help you reframe your way of thinking in this video, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to reframe your thinking and some of the things that you might have thought about yourself and your current situation. But before I get into that, make sure to push on that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that y'all get notified whenever I make new videos for all of y'all. Okay, so I know that for a lot of us, the way that we have grown up, we've grown up in thinking that the only way to make a side income or a full-time income is by going to a job, punching in and out of a clock, having a boss, and working for a company. It's really not too many people, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's really not too many people that have thought outside the box and thought about opening their own companies and taking that risk upon themselves, because it's a very scary thing. I mean, it is, especially if you're somebody who has a background in maybe growing up poor, maybe growing up in a broken family, maybe growing up without parents, maybe growing up with just a lot less opportunities than other people have had. Okay, and so a lot of the things that we've grown up with has just been engraved in our minds. And so whenever we try to do something new, our past experiences pop in our head and we start telling ourselves, hey, I didn't grow up with a dad who shows me right and wrong. I didn't have, money growing up, so how am I going to handle money? All these negative things. And one of the things that I found interesting is that a lot of times memories and thoughts that pop in our head are negative. It's not too many times that the memories that pop in our head are positives. And that's because the negative memories are the ones that affect our feelings the most. Yes, we can be happy when good things happen, when we get a promotion, when luck starts coming our way, and when we start having more money in the bank, better health, all those good things. We do feel a little happier with that. However, a lot of times it's the negative experiences that we've had that shape our minds today. And so whenever we try to do something new, those past experiences come and creep in our head and they tell us, you can't do that. You've never done that before. So you're not able to do that because you've never done that before. So I've been personally having these bad thoughts as well, and being afraid to come out here and make videos and teaching, some of the things I've been learning as I, build my online business. But here's the reality with my situation. I have invested a great amount of money into having my own online business, and because of that, I do have access to some great mentors, great coaches, access to great trainings. And whether I've done this before or not, I have access to these trainings now. So I am capable of teaching other people those things that I'm learning. But for the longest time, I've just been thinking, you've never done this before, you've never done this before, you can't do this before. And so I've been learning ways, different tricks to change my frame of thinking. And so recently I started reading this book by John Acuff it's called Soundtracks. Great book, easy read. And it talks about how these negative thought impulses that we have throughout the day are soundtracks. Just like if you were to hear a song on your way to work, that song might continuously play in your head over and over and over again. We say, oh, that song got stuck in my head. Well, with our past experiences, different soundtracks get in our minds, and so we end up hearing those soundtracks again and again and again. Like, no, I'm not smart enough to be CEO. No, I'm not able to talk to that cute girl because she's super hot. And no, I cannot manage this money because I've never had money. And no, I'm not capable of being a good father or a good mother or a wife or any of those things because we've never done those before. The truth of the matter is that just because you don't know something doesn't mean you can't learn it. Okay? And so some of the tips that I learned from this book is that when you have these sidetracks, these soundtracks rather, that are not good for you, there are three things that you want to be doing. Okay? One is you want to retire that soundtrack, okay? Meaning turn off the noise and retire that soundtrack that is not helping you, okay? Two, you want to replace that soundtrack with a good soundtrack, okay? And then three, you want to be rinsing and repeating that cycle, okay? So let's say, for example, I could say something like, I'm not capable of public speaking because I am not the best public speaker. Because let me put it to you this way: I am not able to do public speaking because there are other public speakers that are way better than me and talking about things that I want to be talking about. Okay, so you take that soundtrack and then you start thinking, well, first of all, you want to be asking yourself three questions. You want to think, okay, first of all, is it true? Second, is it helpful? And thirdly, is it kind? Okay? So in this statement, I cannot do public speaking because other people are way better than me in public speaking, and I cannot perform public speaking because there are other people better than me and they're talking about the things that I want to talk about. Okay? So taking that statement, first of all, is it true? So is it true that just because other people are better than me, I cannot do it myself? It's like, basketball players. Let's say that, a basketball player in the NBA was always thinking in his head that, oh, I can't play basketball because I'll never be better than Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. Is that really true? Can they not play basketball if they're not the best in the world? It isn't true. Just because somebody is better than you at something, or just because you will never become the absolute best in the world at something, does that mean that you cannot do public speaking? Absolutely not. So it's not true. Okay. Secondly, is it helpful? Okay. Is it helpful to be saying to yourself that you are not capable of doing something because of whatever reason? Does it serve your purpose, the goals that you have in life? If you want to get a better body, if you want to be in better shape, in better health, are you going to be constantly telling yourself, I've always been fat, so that means that I could never be healthy again? That's not true, and that doesn't help, okay? And instead, what you could be thinking is that, okay, I could learn how to do this, okay? And thirdly, is it kind? Is it good to be telling yourself that you cannot do this and you're not capable of doing that? One way to determine is it kind for you or not is simply thinking, is this something I will be telling my best friend constantly? Oh, why are you going to school? You're not that smart. Oh, why are you trying to go to the gym? You've always been fat. Is that kind? It's not kind. So when you have a soundtrack that isn't true, isn't helpful, and isn't kind, it is time to retire that soundtrack and replace it with a good one. Instead of thinking, I cannot start an online business because I don't know what I'm doing, you can say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to hook up with somebody who is proven in the field, somebody who does know what they're doing, somebody who has credibility, somebody who has a good track record of successful students. I am going to hook up with that somebody so that I could build my own online business. Okay? And then you replace it with that statement. And then what you do is you just keep repeating it over and over and over again. And that works with all the things in your life. Things that you want to do, things that you feel you can't do. One important thing to be thinking is that you are somebody who has overcome and who has survived whatever it is that you went through. We are not the mistakes that we've made. We've learned from those mistakes so that we can become better people. And as you start your own online journey, you will be making mistakes, but you will be learning from them, and you will be becoming a better person because of it. So if you want access to a proven system with a proven online marketer, and you would like to partner with him and starting your own online business, because the fastest and easiest way to start your own online business is by partnering with somebody who has already done it, somebody who could teach you the way, and somebody who can show you how to achieve your goals. If that's something that interests you, I have a link in the description. Make sure to click it and take advantage of this opportunity, okay? So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope y'all learned something. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Take care.